Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Holmes Double Eight here. Tonight, I'd like to speak to you about what are the number one key things you can do to get rid of your items in your house. First, you need to understand different categories of items in your house. Such categories would be clothing, shoes, coats. That all be categories, and then you'd have paperwork would be a category. You'd have filed away items that you have maybe filed in filed folders. Not sure why, but I've done that before. You'd have furniture that you maybe not need. There'd be many categories. You can make up your own. I won't make them up for you. Those are just some examples here. So once you have your categories, you can start before you donate. Some items you can just donate right off the bat. You'll know right away. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. There'll be a lot of those when you first start. But eventually you're going to get down to the part where you may need to set aside some things that you still have an attachment to, and you'll need to put those aside into a closet somewhere. One of your closets. So hopefully you got some room now that you've cleared out some of the stuff you don't need. And you can put these in boxes for a couple days, a couple weeks, a couple months, whatever it takes you. Just put them in a box, and you'll find if you don't come back to stuff, or maybe you'll come back to a few of the things, and then you'll find out what truly your attachments are fake attachments and which are real attachments to you, and you'll see what you really need in your life. And that's the key aspect that I used when I went through my household and got through hundreds of items. And when I thought I had attachments to a lot of things, I realized once I put them away, my attachments were really artificial, and they weren't real. What I needed in my life. So I was able to get rid of a lot of stuff that way. Now, so categorizing, spacing your stuff away, and then picking out what you don't need and what you do need. And next part would be sometimes you have to purchase the occasional thing. You realize that now that you have a lot of empty space in your life, sometimes there's a nice thing that you can reward yourself with. And I'm not saying to reward yourself with good things, like that's not minimalism, to reward yourself with objects. But sometimes there's a big empty wall now where you had all the stuff stored. Now what I did is I put up a bookcase, and I put some nice little items in it that meant something to me from a childhood memory, and it brought back my memories as a childhood. And to me, that space needs something special to me. Sometimes it's a plant to somebody else. Maybe somebody else out there having a plant on a little round table would be nice to have at a wall. So to each their own. But it is nice to have a lot less in your house. So this is the way I go about minimalizing my work area, and not work area, but living area and work area. So work area is a bit of the same way. I lay out all my work tools, and I sell off the ones that no longer apply to my job title. Ones I don't need for work, I put on Facebook Marketplace, and I put up for sale. And I have a special place in my house where all my Facebook Marketplace and clothes items I don't want anymore. And sometimes I put items up for sale, and this happens a lot actually. And then I realize that they mean a lot to me, and then I keep them in my collection. But I do that step forward, and I put something up for sale, and I tempt myself that I don't need this anymore, and I'm going to put it up for sale, and then I start realizing my attachment to it, and I'm like, oh, I don't want that for sale. So I put that off for sale, and I use it again, and it makes it more useful in my life. But then there's certain things that stay on for sale, and I realize I really don't want these things. And if they don't sell, then eventually I'll just give them away, because they're just a waste of space in my house. But I'm gonna give them a good amount of time to sell. 6 months to sell if I have to. Sounds like a long time, but it's not unreasonable, because certain things like a jean jacket I'm trying to sell, it's only a certain season that it's good for. So it may not sell in this season, but it may sell in next season. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to keep that jacket in my area. Now that I got lots of clear free space, it doesn't take up much room. But it's still something I don't want in my house. So but I'm gonna still try and sell it for that 6 months. And if it doesn't sell eventually, I keep lowering the price a bit. And if it doesn't sell, I'm just gonna give it away. So but because space is valuable, and that's, to me, space is more valuable than items. So not to be bare minimalist level, but space is more valuable than items for most cases. Sometimes certain things are more valuable than empty space, but sometimes space is more valuable than items. So it's a yin yang situation. Sometimes you need space for items, sometimes you don't. But you have to have that balance in life. So, anyways, guys, this is just a quick video on getting minimalist. How the easiest way, just to keep it simple. Like my title of my channel is Minimalism Made Easy. And this is it, guys. This is minimalism made easy in one video. So I'll make more videos like this. And yeah, Mr. Homestead Blade signing out. Please like and subscribe to see more videos like this.